The Rivers State Governor Similaye Fubara has cancelled the 10,000 jobs in the Rivers State Civil Service approved by his predecessor, Nyesom Wike, saying a fresh recruitment process would be carried out. Hello viewers and welcome to InfoGist TV. Before leaving office, we should recall that Governor Wike approved the immediate employment of a significant number of youths to fill existing vacancies in the state's workforce, effective immediately. However, Fubara, who is now the current Rivers governor, during an interactive section with stakeholders in Port Harcourt on Friday, said he has cancelled the recruitment because the process was flawed and compromised by those entrusted to handle it. He stated that a more transparent process would commence soon, expressing sadness that when the names of those selected from the 23 local government areas were scrutinized, they were people smuggled in for political patronage. Responding to a question, the governor stated that "I know that this is the first question, the 10,000 jobs. When we came on board, we already had details that were submitted to us from the 23 local government areas. You agree with me that when we subjected those names to proper scrutiny, most of those names, in fact, 60% of those names were overaged. They were names that people brought for political patronage. But what we are talking about today is employment for the future. I personally, after the analysis of those things, said, how will you employ somebody who is 52 years old as a civil servant? How many years is a person going to work before retirement? Meanwhile, Fubara has said the social contract between his administration and the Rivers people will remain an unbroken bond to drive governance on a healthy footing. The governor, therefore, challenged service providers for the Rivers State Waste Management Agency to redouble their efforts and make sure that refuse wastes are clearly off the streets promptly to have a clear city always. Fubara, who was represented by the head of Rivers State Civil Service, Dr. George Wike, gave the charge when he received a delegation of leaders and members of the Riwama Service Providers Association on a solidarity walk to Government House Gate in Port Harcourt. Meanwhile, Similaye Fubara, the governor of Rivers State, has gone to his X handle, formerly known as Twitter handle, and Instagram, to tweet that I attended the 60th birthday of one of Rivers State's most vibrant Niger Delta ex-agitators and leaders, Alhaji Asari Dokubo. The event was a lesson in love and loyalty as the atmosphere exuded conviviality and radiated immense joy. I joined several Rivers people and well-meaning Nigerians to celebrate the occasion and to wish for God's grace upon his life. I also used this opportunity to solicit for the support of the people in advancing the frontiers of our dear state, Rivers State, especially as we embark on life-touching projects that include the Trans-Calabari Road. The project has the capacity to open up the Calabari area to the world and unlock our tourism and economic potentials on that axis. Asari Dokubo has aired his thoughts on the crisis between the minister Nyesom Wike of the Federal Capital Territory and Governor Similaye Fubara of Rivers State. Asari, who spoke in a video that captures an interaction with his men, tells his followers not to get involved, asserting that agreement is agreement. The video comes in the face of claims that Wike, who installed the governor simply known as Sim Fubara as his successor, is trying to get him impeached. A fire incident was recorded at the Rivers State House of Assembly as before the planned process, we should recall that, which happened as of 2023. The governor backed the emergence of a new speaker and has reportedly started routing out state officials loyal to governor. Former governor of Rivers State, Wike, who is now the FCT minister. Governor Fubara further went to reveal that his administration inherited 34 uncompleted projects valued at over 225.27 billion naira spread across 13 local government areas of the state. He stated that so far, under his watch, the state government awarded 9 new road projects valued at 534.332 billion naira. The governor assured all that the worst was over because his administration has successfully defended the rights and privileges to govern the state and advance its progress in liberty and freedom without compromise. In his words, "We started this journey with a bang. We were focused. We were determined to make the change. We promised with a sense of urgency, but then somehow we suddenly found ourselves in crisis barely 3 months into our tenure. It was just an ordinary political crisis. It was a vicious existential crisis. But thank goodness the worst is over. We have successfully defended our rights and opportunity to govern our state, Rivers State, and advance its progress in freedom, and will continue to prevail." Fubara further stated that since then, a lot has changed in the political landscape, adding that he remains committed to the covenant taken a year ago to put Rivers State first, defend her interest, and ensure that the people get the dividends of democracy and governance. He further added that for us, any government worth its name must be accountable, responsive, and responsible for the security and well-being of the people. Having managed the affairs of our state for 1 year, including dispensing public resources, it is only proper that we render account with a public presentation of our performance record. I am therefore pleased to stand before you to present our scorecard for the first year we have been in office as the executive arm of the government of Rivers State. I am therefore pleased to stand before you to present our scorecard for the first year we have been in office as the executive arm of the government of Rivers State. I am therefore pleased to stand before you to present our scorecard for the first